Welcome to the junkyard. Did that work?
Did you go for pirate that time?
No, that was like
I heard arg in there.
I'm taking a class on pirates actually. So
What?
next quarter? Yeah. So obviously, actually, there you go. Here's an interesting topic. I'm a history major, right? History major in American studies is like my concentration. But next quarter, there's a class on the history of piracy, and not like lame like online piracy.
I'm taking
We're talking
your money.
arg, avast mateys, put your sea scurvy dogs on the deck. Except apparently, I spoke to the professor. Apparently, they didn't talk like that, which is kind of disappointing. I have a feeling that a lot of my preconceptions about pirates being awesome
probably
are
not
going to be
true.
crushed. They're probably
are
Yeah.
going to
not
be
great
crushed.
people.
Yes, but this actually now I have an idea to put on the point.
Well, there you go.
I don't know if we've talked about this before, but it's there.
Oh, true.
Okay.
Yeah.
We could just talk about it now while we're on it.
If you want, we're on the topic.
Yeah.
If Matthew
of
doesn't
pirates.
mind me jumping
Go ahead.
ahead of his point. Okay, so this just reminded me, dear listener, I did not have a point on the podcast doc, but now
yeah,
I
so
do.
we're going to take him out to the barn and shoot him.
Oh,
Also Noah's not here. We didn't acknowledge that.
rest in
Oh,
peace,
yeah.
Noah.
Rest
I
in
don't
peace,
know what
RIP.
happened to him, but
I also don't
heard-
know.
I read this morning that he's not here. So
Yeah,
yeah.
he just told me, hey, I'm not coming today. I was like, okay.
Did he actually
Okay.
not give a reason? He was just like,
No,
I'm
he
not going to
didn't.
be there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
But
cool.
I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to
Yeah,
ask.
whatever. It's not our business. But so as you all know, we've talked about this a lot on the podcast before. Ubisoft is floundering. They're floundering. They're failing. Things are not going well for Ubisoft. Was it last week we talked about them shutting down a studio?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, not great for them. And speaking of pirates, that reminds me that Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, which is one of the fan favorite Assassin's Creed games, I personally think it's okay, is getting a full ground up remake.
Oh, is it?
It is.
Like genuinely, this isn't rumors.
Genuinely, I'm not sure. I'll have to Google
and
when that's coming out.
And that pisses me off. Make a new goddamn game that's good. How about you do that? How about you do that? Stop sipping off our nostalgia.
I think
okay?
they're gonna.
How about you go make a new game?
Apparently,
that's great.
2025 release as early as November
shit.
2025, according to Gaming Bible. Which I mean, I don't know how.
Probably
I don't
the
know
most
how credible that is, but
credible site
the
ever.
most credible
But,
source. Yeah.
No, I can understand why they're going back and remaking. They're probably just trying to see if fans if the fans want that original sort of build, and then they'll take whatever reception they get from that and use that going forward in new games.
I just think it's clearly like the panic of a dying company.
Well,
I
100%.
agree.
100%.
And
But if they're
also-
a good company, they'll see what's going on and they'll use that going forward, if they can go forward.
It is definitely interesting. I don't remember if I talked about this last time we talked about Ubisoft. So if I did, please stop me because I don't want to inundate the users with this users.
Yep, the users.
Yes,
Matthew
we
fights
fight.
for them. We
for the
fight for them.
users.
We fight for them. Kick is good. But Ubisoft did two weird things with two of their major franchises where they have like two different audiences. So you can see this with Watch Dogs to a lesser extent, where Watch Dogs 1 is like
1 and
this really
2,
dark, gritty game, like dark story, and really Aiden's like a shooter who can also hack. Like that's the gameplay. Whereas Watch Dogs 2 is super lighthearted, way more fun, funny, and then it's like a hacking game where you can also shoot. Like it's very clear that there's a big difference between the two focuses. And so that sets up, people who want Watch Dogs 1, gritty seriousness, vigilante stuff, and Watch Dogs 2, hacker group saving the world, funny, ha ha ha, So then when you go to make a game like Watch Dogs Legion, you either pick one or you do a weird thing in the middle, which is what they did, where the game can't decide. Sometimes it's really serious, sometimes it's really silly. So they did that with Watch Dogs. And then in Assassin's Creed, as you can probably guess already, I doubt I need to explain it that much, you had the original Assassin's Creed gameplay, and then you had the RPG Assassin's Creeds, and those just aren't the same. Like those are two very different groups of people who want.
What are you clarifying as the RPG Assassin's Creed? Because I don't even know. 'Cause I haven't
Like
played
Assassin's Creed
any-
Origins, Odyssey,
Yeah.
Valhalla, all of
Yeah, you
all
see,
the new ones.
I haven't played any one
I
of
have
those.
Right.
not. Yeah.
Exactly, because that's not. I assume that's not really up your avenue as
I don't
much
know. I
as
might
the
like
other
that
ones.
more than
I feel like you would, Caden.
I
yeah.
liked what was it called? What was the Jack the Ripper one?
Oh, that was
Oh,
a Syndicate. That was a
yeah.
DLC in Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Yeah, I liked Syndicate.
I like Syndicate a lot.
I liked Creed 3. That's my favorite. I
I
like
have
Black
played through
Flags.
half of 3.
Really? Yeah. Wait. So, Caden, have you played like? Is that the only one you've played? I
Yep.
imagine. Okay. Did you like it?
I did. I just got I got busy during like when I was playing it, or I think something else came
I
out
feel like
and
I
I like
remember you telling me about that. Like you were playing the game, like while we had a class together or something in high
yeah.
school, and I think you would like tell me about it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it definitely was fun. It's just been a while, and if I
Yeah.
go back to play it, I need to like
I think
refresh myself.
I think Assassin's Creed 3 is underrated. I think my favorite is probably I quite like Origins, but I also quite like Syndicate.
Hmm.
A lot of people don't like Syndicate very much, and that's whatever. People think it's bland and repetitive, and I don't know. I don't really care because I enjoy it. I think yeah, I would say Syndicate and Origins are like my top. My least favorite one that I've played is probably. See, I feel conflicted because the one that I like hate the most is Odyssey. Even though
Okay.
I have like 50, 60 hours in that game,
Fun.
and I just hate it. I hate it. That game never. There's such thing as too long, and that's Odyssey, which Caden, you would probably appreciate that. But that game
Yeah, I don't
never
mind long
fucking
games.
ended. Oh my god, there's just always a million fucking things to do, and they weren't interesting. And I was like, oh good god, let me kill people. I'm an assassin,
No,
except I'm not.
I have
You're
that
level locked.
relationship.
You're a level locked assassin.
I have that relationship. It's completely different game series. There's a it's Digimon Cyber Sleuth is what it's called. And
Digimon
I
Cybers.
bought it for free. I got it for free. So
Okay.
I was like, all right, I like Digimon. I liked watching it growing up. Maybe the
Yeah.
games are good. And I was playing through it, but it's like it's an RPG, right? But
Mm-hmm.
like turn-based combat. And I thought like, oh, this is gonna be fun. But it was so goddamn repetitive, and like the cutscenes took so long. Like dialogue cutscenes took so long. Like you pretty much what the game was dialogue, then do a bunch of side quests, and then one main story event, and then more dialogue, and
Oh,
then end of
yo,
chapter for
that would piss
20
me off.
chapters.
Yeah, that would piss me off.
And I kid you not, I beat that game. I put 60 hours into that game. And
I think I have also heard about
like
this before.
I
I
think
feel like yeah,
probably, but
the more
like
you describe this,
the thing was like I hated that game, but also like there were tiny bits that I liked that didn't outweigh, but like clouded my judgment. So there's the second story that's
yeah,
like in the game,
yeah.
and I was like, oh, it's been a while, maybe it's good. So I started playing that, and as soon as I did, I'm like, god damn, it's the same formula.
There's just
But
like there's some games that are like this is the game that always comes to mind for me. I don't know if you guys have played Mafia 3, but there's some games where they're so repetitive. Like Mafia 3, the biggest criticism of that game is it's the same thing each chapter, and it
mm,
basically is. You're just like taking parts of the city back from the mafia, and like whatever. But I love that game. I love the atmosphere. It's set in the 1960s, and I think it's like really authentically well done. I really like the story. I like the characters. The soundtrack is like one of the best video game soundtracks I've ever played. Or I've ever like experienced. Like I love that game. I will God defend that game. But I admit that it's definitely flawed. It's not perfect, but I'm a big fan. And I think to like top off the Assassin's Creed conversation a little bit,
mm,
I think for me the breaking point was when combat stopped feeling skillful.
mm,
So like Assassin's Creed Origins was an RPG style Assassin's Creed, and I still liked it. I still enjoyed it because the combat to me felt dynamic, felt like skill, like parrying and stuff like that was important. And then
yeah.
in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, they do like very like Dragon Age style, like ability based combat. When you have like your normal attacks, then you have
Mhm.
like your triangle ability, which you can equip, and your
Oh,
circle, and like so you like equip those different like special moves. And so to me, all combat just felt like I was waiting for that special move. Then, so if I was fighting a guy with a shield, if my shield ability where I took their shield and threw it into the sun, if that was on cooldown, then like I wasn't fighting this dude. I was just gonna kind of dodge around until it came back. And to me, that just made combat really really boring. Which is why Assassin's Creed Shadows, as much as I like a lot of the things that I've seen, I don't like that it still has that.
Yeah, I remember Assassin's Creed 3. I had to reteach myself like the combat because I'm like, okay, hold
Yeah.
on a second, I can't just spam a button and win.
Yeah.
I actually had to be patient, and I was like, okay.
My
I had to
favorite thing
watch-
about Assassin's Creed 3 is like you go into a really high level area and there's like a grenadier and then you just backstab one tap and walk off. And that's like my favorite thing about the old Assassin's Creeds is how like kind of dumb they are in that sense, is that like you can just literally like one tap almost everybody. Which I guess
Yeah.
is like a fault of the game, but I liked it because it was like it felt more realistic. Like,
I mean,
you know
like,
what I mean?
yeah, a lot of more recent Assassin's Creeds have gone back to that. Like, I know because Origins was like you just couldn't kill someone who's a higher level than you, and then Odyssey, it might have been a quick time event. I know it was a quick time event in Valhalla, but I also think in Valhalla you could just turn on assassinate anyone. So I don't know. Basically, I didn't mean this to turn into a long conversation about Assassin's Creed, but I mean, hey, those games
That's
are fun.
fine.
So, but at the end of the day, Black Flag remake. Please make new good games. But I guess if the remake is really good, I'll consider playing it.
I will as well, but like, yeah, they should just move on, make a new good game.
Make a good game.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we're gonna segue to the next point, which is another Ubisoft game.
Oh boy.
Now,
Oh shoot.
this game, you love it, you hate it, you do both at the same time. It is a Siege, or Rainbow Six Siege, I should say. So Rainbow Six Siege is having a tournament in which even you can go to Pro League. Let me share screen real quick.
Me?
Boy.
Yeah,
Me?
no, literally.
Someone who's never played Siege before?
No, well, I think you have to have ranked unlocked.
Well, what the hell, man?
You can.
Anyway, so basically, it's just sharing screen.
Yeah.
Okay, basically, anyway, how it works is simple. Okay, you have open qualifiers. Okay, you have a group phase, then you have playoffs, and then you have promotion final. Okay,
Are you gonna explain what
That is what that line
I'll
says.
explain
Okay,
each
okay,
one.
okay,
I'll explain
okay.
each one. So open qualifiers is basically, okay, hold on, actually, 1 second. So basically, open qualifiers is you have to sign up on a site called Challenger Series. You sign up with your team, and you enter into these open qualifiers, and anybody can play in open qualifiers, hence the name open qualifiers. And so you have some bottom tier pro teams, as in like tier 2, tier 3 pro teams, meaning tier 3 is like your college teams, tier 2 is like teams that are good but they're just not a pro league, and these teams are the teams you'll be playing against in open qualifiers. However, even me and you can play against and play in open qualifiers, and I will actually I don't know, I asked Will if he wanted to join us, but
Is that the link you sent me?
yeah. So this is open qualifiers, and currently there are 72 teams signed up. And I have seen I've looked at some of the competition because I've done, a little bit of scouting. I'm like,
He's watching film. He's watching film.
Yeah, technically,
Chat.
the equivalent.
He's an athlete.
So I'm looking at who else is in our open qualifiers, right? And there are 72 teams. I'm like, let me click on some of these guys, and I'm clicking on who these guys are, right? I'm looking them up in the R6 tracker, and I kid you not, some of these teams have champ guys. As I said before, they're college teams. There are tier 2 teams. Like there's an esport team called F5 Esports, which I didn't even know who those guys were, respectfully.
So you think we can beat all these?
Now let me get to my point.
Okay.
Now let me get to my point here. Okay. So I looked at their R6 tracker. I'm like, huh. So these guys are champ. So I look at their stats this season, right? They're bronze 1 currently. They're bronze 1. And I'm looking at these guys. I'm like, huh. Bronze 1 started the season. These guys must be pretty good, right? And I look at their KD. I'm like, 1 KD. They have a 1 KD in bronze 1 at the start of the season. These guys are not as good as we think they are. Okay. So I actually do think we have
That's
a
a
genuine
bold-
chance.
that's
So
a
those are some
bold,
fighting words.
What was I actually? We had
'Cause
a really good.
I
My
have
my win delta and my KD delta was really good last season.
Yeah. So I have
Let me
a
pull it
1.
up.
So like to compare stats right now, these guys are bronze 1 and they have a 1 KD and they have like a 1.5 win delta. It's because they're 5 stacking. And they're champ players playing against players who either weren't champ last season or copper players or are mid range ranked players. And I'm silver 1 right now, about to rank up to gold 5 already in the season. And I have a 1.4 KD. So these guys technically should have a way higher KD than me.
Okay, my stats are worse than I thought they were, but they're still not. They're still pretty good. Although I'm sad. I thought I had my KD is 0.99. It's very upsetting. I thought it was like 1.2 or something. That's very
It was
upsetting.
because that one night that we went on that horrific losing streak.
Yeah,
that
because
we just
my win
got
rate is also
dogged
48%.
on.
But before that, my win to loss ratio was like 3. So
Yeah.
did we just like fall off at the end of the season? What happened?
Like
It also
We
says
didn't
my
fall
best map
off.
was Stadium, and I don't even. When did we ever play Stadium?
we never played Stadium.
So what is it? This has to be wrong.
This
Let me
has
look up.
it's wrong.
Are you on Siege Tracker? Is that what you're using?
Yeah, go to R6 tracker.
I was using the actual Ubisoft thing they sent me, but I don't think it's right. So, oh fuck, what is my Ubisoft ID? You guys talk about something in the background. I'm gonna
Wait, hold on.
pull up my stats.
Anyway,
'Cause if
we're
Matthew wants me
basically.
to be competitive, I gotta.
I
gotta
wanted
know what
him
I'm
to
getting myself
join.
into.
I know Will. He may not have the best gun skill, right? But he has the brain, and that's what we need in Siege. Okay, is we need a brain.
Honestly, I feel like my gun skill. I don't even think my gun skill is not that it's bad. Is that sometimes it's bad and sometimes it's great, and I never
Yeah.
know what it's gonna be. That's what makes me a bad gun skill player.
But
Is that I'm not consistently good.
let me say something. Is Siege okay? What makes Siege different from other games is you don't actually need to be, in my opinion, like how we can actually win this is we don't have the mechanics, right? We have 2-3 good like insane gun skill guys on the team. Maybe we have 2 or 3. Like you can put Onyx in there, you can put Gabe in there, you can put me in there, you can put Will in there on his good day, right? But
Dude, some of the clips I have, I'm just saying, on my good day, I'm crazy.
yeah, I'm not. That wasn't a jab. I'm just saying.
No,
like,
I know.
I'm being just like honest here. We have good gun skill guys, right? We have Henley on his good games. He has great gun skill, and like Keenan has good gun skill. But what I'm saying is as a team, what we can work on, first of all, is not being attack tarded. Okay, it's a term we've coined because our team
Attack
notoriously attack tarded.
I don't. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I love this. I'm not sure I love that. But
anyway, our team is notoriously bad on attack. Like we lose like 60% of our rounds are lost on attack.
Wait, I figured it out. That thing was completely wrong. Matthew, I'll let you finish your thought in just a sec. But we had a 52% win rate. I had a KD of 1 with an average kill per round of 4 kills per round, which I don't understand how that lines up. I don't have a KD of 1. Oh, 4 kills per game. Sorry, not per round. So that is, I feel like that's better. Not that much better, but it is better.
It is.
Okay, continue.
Anyway, as I was saying, like our team isn't that we're like. I think we do have a genuine chance, and I think we don't actually play that much. So if we played a little more, and we have spring break coming up here, so we can actually practice a little before the tournament, because our schedules will clear up a little. I don't know if that's true for Will, but it is true for
It's not for me.
the other guys.
Okay, bro, this number keeps changing. Okay, now Matthew, I'm looking
Oh,
at
boy.
year 9 collision point, and it's 1.3 KD and 70% win rate. That seems more in line with how we've been playing recently.
Wait, what? Sorry.
70% win rate, apparently.
Oh
It
yeah.
keeps changing.
I mean, that should. I feel like that should be.
1.3
They-
KD. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right.
Um,
We've been going crazy.
yeah, we have when we 5-stack when we're running our actual strategies when we're actually playing the game how it's supposed to be
Okay,
played.
I
we
can
win.
focus back on the podcast now that I found the stats. I feel bad. Caden might be a little bored with this conversation.
Yeah.
Question.
Anyway.
I think I've logicked it out, but
Yeah.
KD is kills per death.
Per death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, we have to win 5 games as of right now with the amount of teams that are in the open qualifiers in our region. We have to win 5 games to win open qualifiers and get to this group phase, right? And so once we get in group phase, now we're competing against like genuine pro teams, right? In tier 2 Siege, which would be crazy to happen. And if we win, if we like do well in group phase, obviously we'll get a good seeding in playoffs. And when we go into playoffs, we're playing against, like really, really good competition. And then the promotion, which is this 4th step, means that we will go to the final of the playoffs, right? And that is for the Pro League spot. Do I think we're ever going to get to this promotion final? I'm going to be completely honest.
No.
No. But
I feel like
think we can
open
make it to group phase.
qualifiers I feel like open qualifiers is like doable if we got decent actually, if I say decent, if we got some of the worst people in the open qualifiers.
Yeah.
Because if we're going against like semi-professional players, I just don't think we win that. But if it's like, kind of middle of the road, I feel like we've a good enough. Our strength every time we play a game is that we set up really well, and I think we have like not the entire 5-stack we run, but a large portion of the 5-stack we run has good game sense. So even if my gun skill's down, even if I'm having a bad game, I feel like I'm still setting up well, and I'm still like in a good spot to set like you up for success. And I think that is powerful.
Yeah, I think we definitely have our strengths. We definitely have our weaknesses, but I do think we have a chance at going through off open qualifiers because we just have to place top 4, in the bracket of open qualifiers. Out of 72 teams, that's what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like 4 games. Like we have to win 4 games. That being said, our actual strategy is kind of crazy. It's basically the current strategy is a run 5 deep roamers, open up site completely and play retake. And play the maps everybody hates.
I'm not going to lie, Matthew, I love you, but I think an in-depth discussion of strategy is not the place to do that.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
I really love your enthusiasm. Like, I think it's great.
Anyway, I'll stop screen sharing this for now.
Yeah, Siege.
Yeah, Siege.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, like, I don't know. I think one thing I've discovered, we were talking about this before the pod started, but lately, and I don't want to spend too much time on this because I'm afraid of being the type of person who plays Madden, but lately I've been playing Madden and like learning how to like do offensive plays and stuff. And one thing that I take for granted is understanding a game. And with something like Rainbow Six or even like Valorant, like playing a game like Madden makes me realize how out of my league I am in Madden. Whereas like even if I'm not good gun skill, I know what's going on in Siege. Like I always know what's going on. Unless I'm like getting flanked or some shit. But like, you know what I mean? Like I know like the general like game sense.
Mhm.
And I think that's huge. And not having it has been brutal. I'm so bad at Madden. Bless up.
You just gotta keep on working and keep on losing until finally
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
win.
I know I've been clipping some plays off Madden, so I might make like a compilation video for the channel. Half of them will just be me getting upset.
Raging.
But
Did you get the one where you
um,
threw your controller?
It's my headphones.
Oh, your
No,
headphones. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't because I don't have a camera on me.
Oh, what the hell?
Unfortunately. Also, I did clip. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. But yeah. So that's the advantage, Matthew. I think it's a decent chance, and we'd probably upload stuff about that to the channel. I don't see
Yeah,
why not.
I'll make a video for sure about our tournament
Wait, when is
experience. It is March 15th on a Saturday at 11 a.m. MST.
Wait, March 15th.
March
So like
15th?
next weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
okay,
time?
We'll talk about that.
At 11 a.m. on MST.
Mountain
So is
time.
that so
Mountain
that's
Standard.
an hour off of me, right?
Yeah, so you're at 12 noon.
Okay. Well, yeah, we can discuss that. But yeah.
Okay.
The channel will see more Siege content, I'm sure.
Yeah. The next thing I wanted to talk about is,
Wait.
something
Oh,
I've been-
you
He
bitch.
does have a
Separate
second
that.
one.
Separate
didn't
that. That's a
separate them
different
very
point,
well.
Matthew.
I
That's a
genuinely,
different point.
genuinely thought, I'm like, oh, that's
Yeah,
interesting. I
R6
didn't think that would
anime.
happen.
This
Yeah.
fucking
No,
guy.
but,
Matthew on the doc had R6, new anime. No,
Yeah.
those are two different points. Those are two different points, Matthew.
I saw that. I was like, how are they gonna make a Rainbow Siege 6 anime?
Yeah, I thought you would think
Dude, that would be crazy. That
would
would
be.
be. That
They
would be.
kind
That
of
would
have
be
done
insane.
it a little with like the introduction to a season. Like sometimes
Okay,
they
so
make
what
a
are you
cool
gonna?
animation.
So what are you gonna yap about?
Go
here?
on, tell me.
Okay, I wanted
Sell
to
me
talk
on it.
about some anime I've been watching recently.
Yes.
And some anime that's coming out. So we have Solo Leveling that's coming out.
Yeah.
So
okay.
apparently, I guess everybody and their dog, like recently, as of like a week ago, I've seen everybody and their dog just recently find out about this anime, and so now I don't feel any cooler about myself.
Well,
And
okay.
it was. I would say this: it was popular before, but
It was
just-
very popular.
It just wasn't on my feed. You know what I mean? And now
Because-
it's all over my feed. So
let's make this clear. Solo Leveling was probably the most popular like Korean. It's manhwa, which is like Korean manga. It was probably the most popular one out there before the anime.
I mean, I've literally never heard of it. So
First
first time Matthew talked about Solo Leveling, I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
I mean, it's good. I read the whole series, and I
don't
watched season
spoil
1.
it.
I
Wow,
watched
this is
season
some
1.
real. I'm judging off the images right now.
Okay.
Some real anime shit.
No, it's good.
It is.
Like, look at this.
Trust.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Some real. Okay.
Look how cool.
I mean, it could be
moves.
good. I don't know. I've not watched anime. Part of me in high school, I was notoriously a hater of anime.
Uh-huh.
In college, I mean, football is a great example. I'm trying not to hate things as much. I'm trying to be open minded. So maybe that's my next great frontier. Someone
I
told
always
me.
just
Yeah?
I never got people I guess like people are allowed to have their own opinions and stuff, but there were like some people that just hated it, and I never experienced or like I never like even thought about it that way because I just grew up watching it.
Yeah, Sim.
Like
Yeah.
like as
Naruto.
like little watching even just stuff like Pokemon and Bakugan, Beyblade, and then
Oh,
that
yeah, for
progressed
sure.
into like I don't know, I would watch other shows and then
I just think that like anytime I have watched anime, it's definitely like it just feels very different, and a lot of like the like mannerisms, I guess is the way to put it, of characters and like the way they react to things, like just
But
annoys
like
me.
you also just recently watched Avatar, which is like I would say like how
No,
people
yeah,
a lot
and
of
I
people
have-
get into anime when they're
And I
younger.
have the same
Is
problems.
they watched Avatar,
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, this is similar to Avatar," and they're like, because it's still like it's animating, right? Like they're both animating,
Yeah,
and that's how like a lot of people, I feel like a lot of Americans got into anime was like they watched Avatar when they were a kid, and they
That's probably-
wanted
I think that's
more
true, too.
of it.
And yeah, they
And
saw
so then
that
they went to the like what's deemed the big three in anime. I feel like our generation at least, which
was
like
that
the big
One Piece? What would the other two be?
One Piece,
You're
Naruto.
actually correct with the first one.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Actually, I didn't
Okay.
hear what Caden said. So
Okay,
hold on.
let's let Will
So-
guess.
Okay, it's gonna be One Piece. I can
One of-
see.
I'll give you
I
a
can
hint.
s-
One of them is my favorite anime of all time.
Wait, it's not One Punch Man, is it? Because we watched part of that. No. Okay.
It's
It's
too
gonna be
new.
One Piece. Oh, I gotta think. Oh, like Death Note, or is that still
No.
too obscure? No.
Not
Fuck,
obscure,
okay.
but like
I don't. Oh, fuck.
Didn't hit
Too
the same
new.
grounds.
Think 2008 to like 2014.
I think Death Note was like 2006. So
Oh really?
yeah.
Okay,
I
wait.
thought
so
Death Note was like newer than
No.
what's
the
like?
other.
Okay, so we got One Piece, Full Metal Alchemist. Maybe is that one?
No.
No.
No, it's a big one though.
What's the one called? My
It's a
Hero
great
Academia.
one.
Maybe.
No.
No.
Really? Oh my god! I feel like I'm embarrassing myself right now.
There were the big three were 3 anime and manga series that throughout like the late 90s, early 2000s sold amazingly well.
Okay, so One Piece is easy. That's like the easy one.
Mm.
Am I just being?
I would
stupid
not
right
say
now?
it's the. I would not say One Piece is the biggest one.
I
It's
mean,
bigger than One Piece.
I don't know.
There's
One
one
Piece,
that's bigger. Is that there is one bigger than One Piece in my opinion.
One Piece has sold like nearly as much as Superman. Like
Okay, wait. Can I get a hint for one of them? Maybe I'll get on
Ninjas.
the...
It's my favorite anime of all time.
Okay, I mean,
Ninja.
we're talking like Cowboy
Ninjas.
Bebop.
No.
Fuck. Ninjas.
Yeah, ninjas.
Oh wow!
I don't know what ninja.
Oh, you're right, Kenan.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Like-
might not just know. I might not
Okay.
know. I thought I did, but
It's-
now
The next one would be Naruto.
Yeah.
my fucking word. How did I not?
And then after that is Bleach, which Bleach
Okay,
is my
I would
favorite.
not have. I would not have got. I have never heard of that
Bleach is
before,
at
but
my 2 out of the 3.
how did I not think of Naruto? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, Naruto is my favorite, and then Bleach
I was
is
trying to
still my
remember because
top
when
5.
we like stayed the night somewhere and Matthew was on a tangent about different storylines in an anime he liked, and I'm pretty sure it was Naruto, but I just could not remember what the name of the show was.
It's okay, Will. I
It's
understand.
okay, it's all
I'm
right.
so sad.
okay.
Yeah, is Naruto's whole thing that he's like trying to become like the master ninja or whatever?
Kind
yeah,
of.
the Hokage.
Yeah.
Okay, and then One Piece, Wano. No, that's not his name. Wano is a place.
Wano is a
Oh.
place, yeah.
Oh wait, I'm saying that because in my last quarter,
Hmm.
I had a seminar on the history of the samurai,
Yeah.
and then at the end of the class, we all got to give a presentation on samurai depictions in
Did
media,
someone go over and
someone talked about Zoro. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really interesting. It was cool.
'Cause Zoro's awesome.
Yeah, so you talk about
Yeah.
Wano. Why can I not think of the main character's name?
It's Luffy.
Luffy. That's what it
Luffy,
is.
yeah.
That's what it is.
He's trying to become the Pirate King.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
what he's doing. That's what he's doing. Yeah. No, I don't know. Clearly, I know so much about anime, guys. Clearly, I am the anime aficionado.
I don't know,
it-
it's just fun.
Anyway, I also wanted to talk about like another anime that I have been watching recently,
Ooh.
which was Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I haven't finished
Okay.
it yet. I'm very
I'm convinced
close.
that Matthew doesn't go to school. Like he's always playing Siege. He's got time to watch all these animes. Like I don't get it. How do you have so much
Uh,
time? I don't understand.
It's because I'm like always up. But like when you see me on Siege playing Siege, it's because like I get right out of school. I'm
Hmm.
on Siege.
He's like an addict, straight to the
I
straight
know
to the needle.
I do think I'm legitimately addicted to some video games right
Oh
now.
my God.
So
Okay. How's the
anyway,
Monster Hunter Wilds going?
I have 21 hours in that game.
There you go.
Is it actually running properly?
It's running way better than it used to because they released a small little patch.
I'm-
But
Okay.
I
I
still
saw some of the
crashed
comments
twice.
on your.
Yeah.
Are they bad? Is it bad?
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
No, on the newest video, like the comments are like generally in my favor. Like they agree with me.
Okay.
90% of the comments. But there's this one guy. I don't understand what he does with his life. Because the dude's written 20 comments in a row. Who goes into someone's comment section, writes 20 comments, and the dude's so unbelievably mad for no reason. It's like I like S tier rage baited like Noah. In a
Wait, is this
like,
on
in
the
a
meat
chat.
writing has to stop or the Wild's warning?
It's
Which
the meat
video?
writing has to stop. Like you can look
Okay.
at the comment.
that's a title for sure.
Yeah. Okay. It's meant to grab the attention.
Yeah, the attention of angry people who don't share your opinion.
Yeah, like which is like, I mean, interactions are interactions, I
Damn,
guess.
there's a paragraph in here.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm shocked, Matthew. I didn't think this would be the one that gets.
And
I guess what they say is true. Negativity sells. Like, okay. Anyway, back to your anime thing. Sorry to distract.
no,
us.
you're good. You're good.
Go Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I just have to.
Now,
prepare
I have
no
a long
comment
held
on
the
this.
opinion. It's a very unpopular opinion. I understand this, and that is I don't like AOT. And before everybody gets mad at me, I'll explain why I don't like AOT. As in,
Wait, can we get a definition of what AOT
Attack
is
on
first?
Titan.
yeah,
Attack
Attack
on
on
Oh.
Titan.
Titans.
There you go.
I know
it's
that
like
one.
it's like a massive anime that everybody and their dog likes for some odd reason. But I don't like it, and my biggest complaint with it is that it's just way too depressing, and like that's the whole point of the anime, right?
I mean, yeah.
But
That's-
I think good shows in general also have like they have something in them
Bro, is
that
that
makes
Bigfoot? Oh my
that
God.
adds comedy to the story, so that you can have the depressing notes, but so that the viewer also has like this some gratification from it as well, right?
Is Attack on Titan like what's
It's
the-
ultra depressing.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's the most depressing series that I've seen. Like, it's
Okay,
pretty...
I don't know what you've seen, bro,
I,
but for
like-
me, it's the most depressing, and it also has like no comedic relief
There's
in the show.
tiny bits, but it's also not a comedy. It's very much like a dramatic action show.
I
like
know,
drama-
but like let me take this back to like a
Let
more
him talk,
westernized
Caden.
show.
Let him talk.
With,
You're
like,
interrupting.
with like Game of Thrones, for example. So Game of Thrones, very dramatic
Hold on,
show.
no spoilers. I'm watching it right now.
Okay, so
Oh,
there
I
are
need to start
there
watching
is
that.
even though the show is very, not, I wouldn't say it's depressing, but it's very dramatic. It's very like sometimes in the story, it's like, oh, everybody who you like is down, everybody who you don't like is up,
Hmm.
and I'm trying to speak without spoilers here, so I won't use specific points, but there are characters that add comedic relief without detracting from the seriousness of the story. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
And
I've seen a
so-
little bit of that.
And in my opinion,
My
that's
favorite
what's so
comedy
good about
relief
Game of Thrones.
is oh god, my joke would have worked, but I forgot his fucking name. I'm sorry,
Okay.
guys.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
sorry, guys.
No,
Why
sit
am
there
I
and-
so
sit
bad
there
at
and
this
shame.
today? Why am I so bad? I'm so bad at just life right
Get
now.
out!
Oh my
Get
god.
Joffrey, that's my favorite comedy relief.
Oh my god, no. God,
Wait, what
no.
season are you, Kaden?
I'm on season 2, halfway through
Okay,
season 2.
don't say
and
anything, Will.
Don't say
Um,
anything.
No, nothing else needs to be said.
I
about
just,
that
god
character.
damn.
Wait, does he not? Is he not terrible by that point?
What?
You don't just stop talking, bro.
I will. Okay.
Okay. I thought this. Okay. Listen,
Oh,
when I
man.
read the first book, I know things about Game of Thrones, but I don't know when they happen in relation to the show,
Mhm.
and I also don't know how accurate. I hear the first book is pretty accurate to the show, or the show's pretty accurate to the book, I should say.
Yeah, I believe
Um,
that. But then George R.R. Martin just quit writing.
Yeah, well, he does that. He's too
I think
busy
he's a-
writing Elden Ring.
I think he's
so.
a bitch, bro. He's so real.
How old
Okay.
is he? Yo, dude, he's a Northwestern alumni. Go Cats, go Cats. We claim him.
That's not a good
Yeah,
claim.
you can keep him, bro. And nobody
How old
wants
is
those incest
76
writing
years
bitch
old.
ass, bro.
Listen, okay,
Dude,
listen.
he might not finish game. Or
I'm just
getting
getting
serious.
annoyed when people talk about the Elden Ring stuff as if it's incest, and it's just not. It's just
Okay,
not.
let's argue about this real quick.
Oh,
How is it
It's
not,
not.
incest? Oh,
It's
I'm
not
fucking
incest.
Myself, bro. I'm
No,
fucking
it's literally
myself.
not like that. Okay, so we have to explain for the context. So in Elden Ring, in the lore, there's a character. Do I have dementia? I actually can't think of any fucking names right now. Oh my god, this is
Radagon
bad.
and
America.
what's her
Yeah,
name?
Radagon America.
America. Yeah.
So America is like the creator.
America.
She like leads. I know. I thought it was a yeah. She leads like the Golden Order. The specifics don't matter. But so
Yes.
Radagon was married to Queen Renala. Does not matter.
which
like,
is
whatever.
We're just diving into the
Um,
Elden Ring
yeah,
lore now.
yeah, and so they had a bunch of kids. Like, bless up my boy Radon. Love you, Radon. Favorite
Mhm.
Elden Ring character. I mean, like, come on. Tell me that this guy. I need to get an image up just
Oh,
because
no.
he's so fucking cool. Tell me that this guy is not the coolest fucking guy.
I'm waiting to see this guy who I've seen many times, but once more.
Tell
There
me
he
Radon
is.
not the coolest. That's gonna stay up on the
Learning.
screen.
Oh, okay. Learning gravity
Um,
magic to ride his horse still. Cause he
Yeah, exactly. That little horse right there is his favorite horse. He learned gravity magic just so he could keep riding that horse, even though he got like really big.
I've never
Look at this
understood
guy.
boss guides for FromSoft games. I feel a lot of it is skill, and
Yeah.
I
feel
use
like
boss
just-
guides sometimes.
I
just
just
get good. Use your brain.
Anyway,
like
not the
I've
point.
looked at them
Not
and
the
it doesn't
point.
help me. Anyway, sorry.
They can help. Yeah, you just gotta read them very
with like
carefully.
Renola, for example, she's such a gimmick fight. Just go up and hit her.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so Radagon is then like, okay, bye, bitch. Divorces Renola. I guess I don't know. Whatever. Leaves Renola and goes and has kids with Marika, and so that's where Melania comes from.
Mikola, yeah.
And Mikola,
As well?
yeah, Melania
This
and
isn't
Mikola.
exactly what I'm talking about. What I mean is like I know you're gonna
Okay.
point out Mikola and Radon or Radagon are technically the same person, and therefore it's not incest.
Mikola and
Marika.
Radon are not
But
the
I
same
would-
person, but
but I
Marika and Radagon are. And
Yeah,
yes,
I meant
turns out
Marika.
Radagon is Marika. It's an avatar of Marika, which means it's not
Yep.
incest because they didn't fuck each other. It's just the same like being, so it just produced children, which is
Yeah,
probably through magical means. So it's not incest.
yeah, but Mikola and Radon would clarify as incest
Half siblings.
and also rape.
Or, well, yeah.
Is that relationship actually like explicitly sexual though?
I don't know.
Anyone who doesn't know Elden Ring lore is so confused.
Well,
right
like
now.
I don't know because like Mikola makes
So
Saint
basically-
Trina.
to make things as simple as possible for anyone listening who's not aware of the lore, Mikola is a demigod and he wants to become a god. I know that's not the wording they use in the story, but like whatever. And
But he
so
needs a
in
consort.
doing this, he needs a consort. So you kill Radon and you kill someone else who it doesn't matter, but his name is Moog.
Moog.
You kill Moog.
Which,
I love you, Moog.
I love that
I
people
feel
used
bad
to
for
call him
Moog.
Moog Lester, and then
And then he was
Moog got
molested.
molested,
Yeah, he was
yeah.
molested. Yeah.
Moog
So
Lester.
Mikola used Moog to his own ends because then Radon is brought back in Moog's body
Yeah.
to be Mikola's consort. But Radon doesn't really appear to be all about that. He's not really like into it. Because he needs Mikola, yeah. But I don't know. I feel like I don't know if there's
I
I don't know
have
if there's
no
an
clue.
incest thing there. I don't know about that. But I mean Mikola sucks. You're not supposed to like him.
No.
So at least
Yeah,
before the
yeah.
Shadow of the Erdtree, the DLC that explained all of this, like Mikola was, oh, poor Mikola, but then this
Yeah,
happens,
everyone's
and you're
like, poor Mikola,
You're
and
like,
then
"Ooh."
biggest plot twist of all time.
yeah.
The
So sorry,
diddler.
Moog.
The
Moog
diddler,
survived.
bro.
Yeah, Moog beat the allegations. Someone else did not. I remember someone got exposed at the same time as Moog got redeemed.
Ooh.
So I was like, Moog beat the allegations, but this person did not. But I can't remember in classic fashion for today.
Will forgets.
Yeah, title of the episode: Will Forgets. What the fuck were we talking about?
I don't
even
anime.
know.
Full Metal
Anime.
Alchemist.
Yeah.
How did we
Good
get?
show.
How did? What
we
did
were
I
talking
do to get
about
us here?
we were talking about comedic relief being
Oh,
necessary
incest in
shows.
Game of Thrones. That's right.
Yeah,
I got it
yeah.
now.
Yeah, guys.
The
I was like,
this
yeah,
has
you
to
can-
be like one of the worst podcasts to watch.
I was like, yeah, you can claim them, bro.
Go Cats.
Yeah.
Back to Matthew's point about how sad Attack on Titan is.
It's over. It's done.
It's over.
It's in the bin.
It's all ogre
We
now.
said see ya.
Shrek 5.
That's what we
coming
said.
out.
We said see ya. We drained the 3 like Avril LeBaron. Okay.
Avril Lavigne?
No. Evil LeBron. Avril
Oh.
LeBaron.
Okay. Got it.
Yep.
Got it. Wonderful. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it
It's you.
is it my turn? Okay.
It's your time, bro.
As everyone might know, recently the Daredevil Born Again show released on Disney Plus, and it is a continuation of the Netflix Daredevil show.
Yeah.
I Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I've yet to see the first 2 episodes because I've been rewatching the original Netflix series.
Yeah, I'm supposed
Um,
to go to a watch party for them tomorrow. So
yes, I'm
Now, I,
excited. I've been hyped for this show for a long time, ever since it was announced. Because Daredevil is my favorite superhero, and I love the Netflix show. And I don't know. I've seen conflicting opinions online about like whether it is as good as the original show or if it's not. And I'm like hoping to God it's as good, if not better. I don't know if it's realistic with Disney having a big hand in it as much as
yeah,
because they got away with a lot of stuff in Netflix Daredevil, like violence wise.
well, in something I haven't seen the
Mm,
Netflix version, so you can either attest to this or disagree. But I was reading that there's a big concern since the budget's way bigger that a lot of the clever writing and like good dialogue and like
mm,
intriguing stuff of the Netflix produced stuff will be replaced by like action and set pieces.
action. I know because they're gonna be able to play in a lot more to Daredevil's acrobatic skills. So I'm
Yeah.
sure they're gonna have like a more focus on that. But there was just something about the Netflix show. The fight scenes were just so like brutal and gruesome. But
Yeah.
like in a way that you could like it felt like a fight, less of like
Is it like Kingsman kind of style stuff?
I don't.
Have you seen
I've seen
Kingsman?
Kingsman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd compare. Like, kind of. You can just tell like there's more of a struggle. It's less of an immediate
Mm,
like bad guys.
yeah.
They get up more than once
I
before they're
see.
down, which
I
is
see.
what I really like. It shows that Matt, while
That's
like he's super skilled as a fighter, like
man, let me tell you something,
he
man.
can't take people down in like one hit.
that's what I liked. The Batman I felt like did that well as well. Um, like he's
But
beating people up, but they yeah.
yeah,
Anyway, whatever. Continue with your
so
point.
I'm just hoping that it's got a good balance of what made the original show good, as well as like using this increased budget to I don't know, just like maybe enhance the fights a little bit, show that Daredevil
Mm,
is acrobatic, but not have that become like
a
he is
gimmick.
so much better than everyone else. Like he cannot lose.
Yeah, because I feel like that's like one of the reasons I like things like Captain America in the Marvel universe so much, and it's probably one of the reasons I gave New World Order, or Brave New World, sorry, such such leeway is that I do like superheroes in a lot of media when they're like a lot more even with the type of people they're fighting.
Hmm.
I think that's why I like Batman. Like, you know, like as you're saying, like they're real people they're fighting and like they're not like that's why Superman, I know no if Noah was here, he would God defend Superman and tell me that I'm wrong, but I find
But since
Superman
he's
very
not, you're free to
yeah, I can
go.
shit as much as I want. I find Superman very uninteresting because he's just like, bam, one shot.
I'm
That's
a
why
fan
One
of
Punch Man is funny.
I'm a fan of Iron Man.
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
fine. But
That's
anyway,
my favorite superhero, by the way.
so that sound I would agree with you that like I'd hope from what you're saying that they would keep that element.
Hmm.
It's a shame because I've always been interested in watching Daredevil. Like it seems sounds like a really cool show,
Hmm.
but obviously, as I said, I'm doing a watch party with some friends tomorrow, and
On Born Again.
I can't exactly
Yeah.
watch the entire show
The
at them.
3 seasons, 40 minutes
Um,
long per
I
episode.
guess I could just not go to the watch party, but like I don't know, it's like
Nah.
a thing my friend group's doing, so it's
Yeah.
like
I think from what I've seen, the first 2 episodes have a few spoilers from like on um like the original show stuff,
mhm.
but I don't know if it's gonna cover like if it's gonna make it like obsolete to watch the first
See,
show.
yeah, what I'm thinking is that like, is it worth watching like a recap video, but then
Mm,
kind of spoiling the show for myself,
yeah.
or just being confused and then I go back and watch the show? Like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah. Like in the end, it's gonna be up to you. I would recommend watching
True.
the show like in its full, because it's really good. Even its weakest season, season 2, I really like. So
Man,
Is
let
it
me tell you
still
something.
on Netflix or is it on?
I
It's
was
on Disney
looking.
Plus.
I was just looking at the show, and it said John Bernthal was in the cast,
yeah, he's
which
the
means
Punisher.
Frank Castle. Okay, no.
Yeah.
I like the show, the Punisher show. That I don't know who made it, but I think it isn't
It's
on
the
Disney.
same. It's the Netflix. Like the same producers that made Daredevil, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage.
I heard Iron Fist is like the bad one.
It is, and it's the first one I watched, so I didn't know any better. But then, like going back, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
But I hear
Je-
the John Bernthal Punisher is like really good.
Man,
really
let me
good,
tell
and
you
he's
something.
introduced.
Man.
He's introduced in season 2 of Daredevil.
Okay.
Yeah, and he always wants to tell you something because it's John Bernthal.
Although that's really the Punisher is such an interesting character. I don't know if we have the I guess what the fuck. Okay.
My curtains just got blown like in front of me.
Dude, the Hawaii weather, I get it now. I understand.
Look at his shirt. He's a true Hawaiian man.
This is because
He's a
I
true
have
Hawaiian man.
0 clothes left. Like I
They say
I need to
nobody
do
does it.
I
Like,
get it now. I get it now, kid. Next week we can both wear Hawaiian shirts. Like,
Oh,
I
okay.
want to wear my Tommy Bahama. Yeah. Let's get her
Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah,
I don't know.
I hope that the Punisher show would express the kind of anti-hero, possibly bad morals of the Punisher.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that Noah and I on a bus ride back from a school band trip. It was one of the school band trips where we went to the state for our basketball team. So you two know that's a long drive. Since we
Yes.
don't specify where we're from, you don't get to know.
Dude,
dear listener.
dude, when I went down to state for tennis, bro, my back. Oh, dude, we had to ride on the fucking short bus because our bitch ass school gives us fuck all for funding.
Yeah.
Which I guess you can say is our state problem, but still, our school
yeah.
isn't the best at allocating funds.
No, they were not.
And by any rate, so Noah and I were discussing the Punisher's like morality for like literally 2 hours. Because it seems like from what and I'm not like a Punisher fan. I haven't read any comics. I've barely seen anything of him. So like most of what I know is like based off readings I've done of like other opinions. But it seems to me that like revering the Punisher is not a good thing.
Yeah.
And that like if like when law enforcement like this will like approach being political, and I'm not trying to make a political statement, but like when like cops and stuff like have like the Punisher on like their cars, it's like the Punisher doesn't really respect the law.
Yeah, and I don't think the Punisher is ever proud of what he does. It's just what he has to do. Like that. It's what he takes on as his role.
Yeah.
I don't think he like loves it.
He's a Viltrumite.
But like seeing like like police people. Again, I'm trying not to be political. But, like embrace that. I'm like,
I gotta say something else because this just popped in my head because we are talking about shows that are coming out, and like Invincibles isn't bad this season.
I saw season 7 was really good.
Season 7
or episode 7 of season 3.
I've not seen this episode yet.
That many?
But
they didn't stop after like 6 episodes or whatever.
Thank God, no. Well, originally they released 3 like together. Like they did like a batch release at the start, and then they released like one after that every week. Which I like that form of release because at the start, everybody wants to watch more episodes.
Yeah.
Because they've been, off them.
I will say it. I don't know if I've complained about this before. I fucking actually despise that we've come back as a society to weekly releases of shows.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, it pisses me off.
Really?
I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it so much.
Taking a long time off and then weekly releasing. If you weekly release
I just don't
show,
like any show weekly releasing. I'm against it completely. I just don't like it at all.
I am totally for it if you never take a break.
Like, okay, so there's like 3 shades here of feelings.
For example, with Naruto, they released 285 episodes straight for 285 weeks. They then took a break for 3 months and then came back with Shippuden. Well, I don't know if it was 3 months, but it was a little while. They took a break for Shippuden, and then they went back to weekly releasing for like another 400 episodes or 300, whatever it is.
500.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure anime is a different thing because they're like actively producing them as they go. But like
Mhm.
when Disney Plus shows like, or even other like Fallout, I never finished Fallout because I liked
really,
it,
huh?
but then I watched up to where we were, and then I was like, okay, and then I forgot. And I just
Yeah.
never finished it. And like, there's so many shows. Like, if you name a recent show, if I started watching it, I almost guarantee did not finish it because I forgot about it because I had to wait a week to watch the next episode. Does that say more about me than anything else? Yes, probably. But I hate it. I hate it so much. Just let me watch it at my own pace.
I like weekly shows because it does pace me. Because I like to binge, or like I have a habit of binging stuff like as soon as it comes out, and I'm like, well, shit, now I want more. But I also just like I like that feeling of I can't wait till next Tuesday when this new episode comes out.
I can. I can wait. I
It's
know
just-
I can't wait, I guess. I cannot wait. It just makes me mad. Because then if it's not like in my control of when I watch it, I forget. And then I'm like, oh, well, I was watching Fallout like, a while ago. And like, I to go back. So,
It was
and
a
with
good
that,
show.
y'all,
Oh.
I think this is a great, point to end
Nah.
the episode on.
yes.
This episode has been nothing but chaos.
And
Um,
fun, and you guys
and
had
me
fun.
forgetting everything.
Will is forgetful, and that's what happens.
I have dementia.
Yep.
I
no.
shouldn't joke about that.
No,
It's
that's
like,
a serious.
it's like it's in my
thing.
family. Like,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
Anyway, remember, y'all, drunk it out.
Or
I
don't.
guess.
You have the choice.
Yeah, you don't have to drunk it.
You don't
No,
have to.
you-
Don't listen to what Matthew tells you.
You
Matthew,
have to.
don't be a follower. Like
No.
Matthew doesn't command you.
No. Matthew is
doesn't.
not your shepherd.